morning, I'm Adam Davis.
And I'm Dylan Tanaka.
And we're making millions over morning coffee. Well, after a 2-day break, we're back. We've successfully resuscitated our camera so we can bring you Making Millions Over Morning Coffee. Well, what happened? Camera was slightly malfunctioning. We had to take her into the hospital. She's all better now. And that brings us up to an important point that we wanted to cover for Casual Friday. We're going out in the field today, starting, looking at some more houses, doing more and more deals. We just can't grab them fast enough. It feels almost like we're playing a real-life game of Monopoly out there right now. But with what happened with the camera the last couple of days, we can't help but to go back to the basics of having a backup plan for when things go awry. And we're actually drawing a parallel between what happened with our camera, not having a backup camera so we could bring you the daily show, and what happens in real life with a lot of investors, which means that they kind of leap without looking, and they don't have a backup plan for funding sources for deals, refinancing. They don't have multiple bids from contractors for rehabs. They don't have a good marketing system in place in case that first lease option tenant falls through. The lack of a backup plan can trip you up miles short of your real estate investing goals. And we see this time and again with investors that are doing their first deal, their second deal, maybe even their third or fourth deal. They just haven't learned the hard lessons yet that come from not having a backup plan, which means that you're going to have increased vacancy, you're going to have shoddy rehabs, you're not going to be able to close on time with your properties. That's going to damage your reputation in the marketplace and put you further and further and further back from your investing goals. Now, there's already enough competition out there in the investing world, so why give yourself a headwind? Why give yourself a wind coming and putting more resistance on preventing you from getting to your goals? Well, as you can see from our camera mishap, we're not immune from this either. But part of making money in real estate and other businesses is continuous improvement. So, what did? Got a backup plan, got a backup camera. So we're bringing you the show back today, and more importantly, we reevaluated our business to make sure that we had the right contingency plans in place so we can continue to do deals no matter what happens.
I'd like to use private money as an example, or funding sources in general. Even though our company has hundreds of thousands of dollars pledged to it to buy real estate, we are continually looking for new private lenders. We're continually growing our relationships with bankers, and we're always looking at different ways to fund our deals, because you never know what can happen. We use a lot of private lenders. That one of our private lenders could go on vacation, they could start a new business, they could buy their own property, who knows what happens. So you always have to be continually looking into the future and making sure that you know what's going to happen and you have a backup plan in case that doesn't happen. Now let's talk about banks a little bit. There's no reason that we shouldn't continually be out there, and you shouldn't be out there also, getting more funding sources from banks, especially business credit lines. It's very simple to do. You can pull your own credit report, make a few different appointments, and talk to a few different bankers in as little as an hour, hour and a half, and just let them know where you're at, where your business is at, show them where your personal finances are, and ask them, looking at what you see in front of you today, what do you think that you could give me on a credit line? Now, simple enough, but we don't do it. We don't even do it enough, and you don't do it enough. So you always have to be continually looking for funding sources, because your backup plan may come to fruition.
Absolutely. When you're a professional business owner, which means that you're not a hobbyist, because we talk about business versus hobby a lot of times. When you're a professional business owner, you are just like any other professional. You're like a doctor, you're like a professional athlete. You need to be conducting yourself professionally at all times. Ask yourself, what do the best professional athletes do in the off season? They are working and improving their skills, shoring up weaknesses in their game and exploiting their strengths even more. What about doctors? They're doing continuing education all the time. They're always going back, learning about the newest techniques, learning about the newest instruments to use, learning about the newest drugs, the studies, always keeping up, always staying sharp. Because why? Well, you would want that from your doctor. For example, I want my doctor to know about the latest medications that might affect me. I mean, I try to take as good a care of myself as I possibly can, but you never know. But in the back of my mind, I want that doctor to have confidence and strength of conviction when he says that this new option, this new medicine is going to work for you and it does this and this. Now, I trust that he's going to know that because he's a professional. The same thing with you as a real estate investor. When you're dealing with your bankers, when you're dealing with your private lenders, they are going to trust that you are a professional. They're going to trust that you're on top of your game. And you can't let the little things fall through the cracks. So the bottom line is, be professional, have a backup plan, but more importantly, continue to improve yourself. Like Dylan said, we don't do enough of certain things. We're constantly improving ourselves all the time. Taking continuing education courses on everything from accounting to marketing, making sure that our skill set is sharper, staying on top of marketing trends, staying on top of the cutting edge market information that we bring to you every day in this show.
Adam touched on a pretty cool subject. Let's use Tiger Woods as an example. Tiger Woods has been playing golf since he was 3 years old probably. He's hit more balls in 1 month than I'll hit in my lifetime. I can pretty much guarantee that. That's why he is so great, because he's doing what it takes behind the scenes. It's not exciting to watch somebody hit 1,000 balls a day, but it is exciting to watch them hit 68 or, well, we should say 58 for 18. So it's really just all about being prepared and making sure that you have what it takes when the time comes. So I want to talk a little bit about a workshop that we're running tomorrow for focused on private money. That's just something that we do at the RIA of Macomb. We're always running different workshops. We're always giving Michigan real estate investors a way to learn more, and look forward to take a look at www.reia of Macomb for future workshops.
Yeah, absolutely. Check it out. I mean, we're dedicated to bringing our information, our experiences to real estate investors, much like we do every day here at mirealestate.tv. You definitely want to check back here each and every day. It's a small part of your day that's going to help you go a long, long way. Now, to dovetail what Dylan just said, one of the best quotes I heard growing up when I was training to be an athlete, I was competitive in a lot of sports in the high school and collegiate level. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. What that means is that there's no such thing as luck. Luck is just when preparation meets opportunity. So remember that this weekend when you're out looking at houses, when you're making things happen to take yours and your family's financial future forward to the next level. And make sure you check back with us here at mirealestate.tv on Monday morning, because we're going to be back and better than ever with fantastic information fresh off of this workshop. And again, my name is Adam Davis. If you ever want to know more about me, go to my blog at adamjdavis.com.
And I'm Dylan Tanaka. You can check me out at www.dylantanaka.com.
And we'll see you back here Monday morning as we make you millions over morning coffee.